that was a thriller. I mean, we were talking about kind of a snoozer for the first 7-ish innings, a couple of Jorge Polanco dingers. Maybe that was the story. Turned into a great finish.
It did. What an exciting finish. You know, the thing is, we always talk about Scooble, and what he's going to do. But we sort of forgot about the Seattle Mariners pitching staff. And when you're facing an ace like Scooble, the only way you can beat him is you have to match him. And look, Scooble pitched a tremendous game, gave up the 2 home runs, but it was a fun game to watch, especially there at the end.
Absolutely. And the whole talk about Scooble is because the story behind him. He's one of the great pitchers in the game nowadays. Everybody expects him to come out big. I think he did awesome today, even if he didn't come out with a W. But the offense from the Tiger kind of was slowing down the whole game, kind of wake up later in the game. But I think it was a great victory by the Mariners, and it's because they playing at home now. They got to go back to Detroit, and they had to face Scooble one more time over there.
And it's crazy. It was really the refuse-to-lose attitude by the Seattle Mariners. Matt, we've been asking for the superstars to stand up, and boy, 2 stars were born at the national level today in Julio Rodriguez and Raleigh. They had 92 home runs, 220 RBIs combined, none two bigger than these 2 doubles in the 8th inning.
Yeah.
Refuse to lose. You're bringing it back.
We saw Joey Cora waving around, who was an icon there in Seattle.
We're going to talk about Jorge Polanco taking Tarek Skubal deep twice. I want to get to your point, David, about the Tigers lineup. They strike out a ton, and who you are is who you are in the postseason. You don't change your stripes just because it's October. 59 strikeouts in 5 postseason games, a bunch of punch-outs today. I guess you have to live with your own DNA in the fall.
Yeah, I guess you are who you are. I mean, it's interesting because we're giving so much credit and praise to the Toronto Blue Jays because of how much they put the ball in play. Detroit, that's who they are. I mean, if they're going to win games, they're going to have to win some low-scoring games. It's going to take great pitching for them. But, look, it's gotten them this far, and it's one of those teams where you sit around, you wait for them to break out and collectively start to swing the bats. But at this point, they snuck game 1. And now they're 1-1 going back home.
You two know this better than anyone on the planet. You guys are big-time October players. Kike Hernandez is that for the Dodgers. I'll tell you what, Gleyber Torres is getting a reputation of a guy who really stands up and plays above his talents in October. Very underrated, Matt, but he had a great at-bat. 1-2, 3-2, laid off some very tough pitches, that leadoff walk, then into error, and then here we go. They tied it.
But I have to say this. It's not what takes you to October that take you to win the World Series. Sometimes you have to change the role in October because the light get brighter, the pitching get better, location get better, and in fact, what really help you to win game is putting the ball in play because you're facing the best pitch during the whole season.
Poppy, it's funny you say that. Derek, you told me a long time ago, I love playing in October for a lot of reasons, but one of them is the umps get better because there's more spotlights and everybody's watching. And I think you're right, Poppy.
One guy that gets better, especially around the All-Star break. Come summertime, Julio Rodriguez is a different dude. He had the game-winning run batted in for the Seattle Mariners in Game 2, and he's standing by with our Tom Verducci.
Go.
Thanks, Matt. Julio Rodriguez, it's the 8th inning. Raleigh is on second base. Kyle Finnegan on the mound. You saw him last night. Tell me what you were thinking as you walked to home plate.
I was just, trying to get a good pitch to hit, and, he left a split a little bit higher in the zone. I was able to put a good swing to it.
You've done a lot of thrilling things in your career. Where does this moment rank?
This has to be number 1, we haven't had a time like this here in a while, so being able to deliver a win tonight as a team, I think it was really special for me. Just to see the fans and the way they got going, it was very special. I'm always going to hold that memory in my heart.
It has been a while, almost your entire lifetime. Fans here have been waiting to see the Mariners win a home playoff game. What does this mean for the franchise and for this series now tied going to Detroit?
I mean, it means a lot. It means a lot. I know these fans have been waiting a while, and we definitely grind a lot for them. But to deliver one win for them is really special. But we know the job is not finished. We got to go to Detroit. Now the series is tied, but we got to go out there and compete again.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Julio.
All right, thank you very much. Let's keep going.
Back to you, Matt.
Oh, the Trident's so good. Big game DNA. Some guys have it. Julio Rodriguez certainly has it.
You know, he really does. And you know, some players shrink, and Julio just gets better and better. And look, he doesn't have a lot of experience in October, but he's behaving like someone who's been there for 10 years. And not only is he performing, but he's an emotional leader. I love all the emotion. You can't duplicate that during the season. And you see him jumping up and down, and he's matching that crowd, and that crowd is pretty awesome.
I'm so happy for this kid, and let me tell you why. He's only 24 years old. He went from a monster season to a shaky season back to a monster season, and he haven't even hit his prime yet. I mean, A-Rod, you have a lot of conversation with him. Me personally have a lot of conversation with him. He's the guy that is always trying to figure out how to get better. And watching him performing and carrying this ball club this year, it's not surprising to me. And he haven't even hit his prime yet. I mean, this player going to turn out to be extremely dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, what stood out was, and we talked about this when we were in the green room, how relaxed he is. They had the camera on him on the on-deck circle when he's coming out, and he's smiling and having a great time, just treating it like it's just another game. He also mentioned the fans in that interview. I mean, I was half joking when you said, and I said you brought back the refuse to lose. But the Seattle Mariner fans love baseball. That was 1995 when that run with Junior, and you were on the team as well, that really saved baseball here in the Pacific Northwest. The fans are into it, man. They really love baseball here. They've been waiting a long, long, long time, and you can just hear by what he said how much the players appreciate the support of the fans here in Seattle. And this game right here guarantees them, well, almost guaranteed, they're trying to get it back here, but I think it guarantees them another game back here in Seattle.
You know, something, Matt, that the fans may not know about, and Papi know this firsthand, is how much his kid loves baseball, what a student of the game he is. I mean, I've spent a couple of hours on FaceTime with him. He's done the same with Papi. But here's a unique young kid, 24 years old. And a lot of kids don't ask questions anymore. They don't talk the game. They don't go to the bars and talk baseball and talk about what happened this at bat. Over an hour, him talking about how can I get better, what is this, what is that, and the results this year have been beautiful, especially in the second half.
Driven in 3 of the 5 runs the Mariners have scored in the series. I guess we could call him a Mariners MVP because Jorge Polanco hit 2 home runs against a guy who's most likely going to win his second Cy Young Award. I mean, it's a matter, we thought it was going to be a matter of 2 pitches. Turns out there was a whole lot of action between now and then. Jorge Polanco has to get a little love here tonight.
Jorge Polanco is quietly a really good player. I remember back in his Minnesota days when he got the opportunity to play over there, I was like, who is this kid from the Dominican Republic performing at the highest level? I mean, he's so talented, switch hitter. He can take you deep from both sides of the play. I mean, he's amazing.
Cal Raleigh's had a big series. He scored that run, back-to-back doubles that would even up the series. And Cal takes a moment with us on the postgame show. Cal, congratulations on the win. Thanks for the time. Can you describe for somebody that's never been to a game at T-Mobile how the atmosphere has been so far in the postseason?
Yeah, it's hard to describe. You know, these fans are, you know, they've been dying for a winner, and you know these games, and they deserve it. So it's been a lot of fun, been a long time coming, and you know, we hopefully can get a few more of those as well. So.
Hey, Cal, great season and a fantastic game. I have like many questions, but the one I have that I want to present to you here is you're 3 for 3 against what's going to be the Cy Young winner this year. What does that mean psychologically for a team like yours?
Yeah, you know, it just gives us confidence going in each day, you know, no matter who's on the mound. You know, it's that time of year, you know, you're going to get some good arms, whether it's from the bullpen or on starters. So, you know, we know we have our work cut out for us, but just about keeping your head down and trying to put good at-bats together. And, you know, at least one of us was able to put together a few at-bats. So Polo did a great job today.
Big Dumper, what's going on? Big Papi right here, man. Congratulations on that win tonight. I have one simple question for you. Please tell me you were sitting on that change at your last at bat.
Oh, geez. No, I was looking heater and I adjusted, so, or at least that's what I'm going to tell you. So.
You hit that change like you were sitting on it. That's good of a hitter that you are, man.
Barrel, so.
That's awesome.
Cal, what's up? This is Derek. First of all, congratulations. We have pretty much marveled at your ability, not only the season you've had offensively, but what you do defensively and behind the plate. Talk to me just a little bit about how you prioritize your time, because you're getting 2 swings ready to play, but at the same time you have to go through game plans with the starting pitchers.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time and energy, but if you plan out your day right, you prepare the right way, you make sure that you're staying consistent with your routines. It makes it a little easier. So also, you got to make sure that you're managing your workload and make sure that the work you are doing is good work, and you're not just wasting time, wasting swings in the cage that don't matter. So when I'm in there, I am really focused, trying to lock in for the game, and that's kind of how I like to describe it. So that's just it's all I know, being a catcher, and that's kind of how I go about it.
Hey, Cal, Alex again, one more. I was lucky enough to play in front of those great fans in Seattle, and I know how passionate they are. The fellas over here, we've been talking about it. But take me through the emotions as you're in second base, you have J-Rod at the plate, he hits that double. A few questions. How fast were you running? How loud was it? And tell me the feeling. How excited were you? Because it looked like you were flying.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was flying, but I was probably going pretty slow. I was pretty tired, but yeah, it was crazy. As I was in third base, you could feel the ground shaking. So it's this crowd, they've been awesome these first 2 games, and like I said, we're hoping to get many more games here. And the city, sneaky, being all the way up in the Northwest, people don't know about Seattle too much, but they have really passionate sports fans here, and they really do love the Mariners. So.
Hey, Carl, one more question from Big Papi. I want you to talk to me about Luis Castillo tonight. How filthy he was.
Yeah, he was great. He might have been a little fine there early in the game. He had a few walks. Not too normal of him to do that, but didn't really give up any hits. He gave up 1 hit. Through 5 innings basically, and like I said, basically. It was just some walks here and there, but those middle innings were huge. That he was able to be a little more efficient there. Got some quick outs, what we needed, and he's been great. He's been so consistent all year, and that's kind of how he goes about his business. Good, bad, doesn't matter. Next start, he's ready to go, and that kind of makes him who he is. So.
Hey, from Big Papi to the Big Dumper, you my dog, man. Go and get some rest.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Cal, and sorry.
Big Dumper!
Sorry about your Seminoles yesterday. We had to take care of some business with Miami.
Oh, man.
I don't want to talk about it.
I know, but we got you got it out.
Cal, thanks for the time, man. Congratulations in Detroit, and good luck in Detroit this week.
Thank you. See you guys soon.
So, Cal, great night. J-Rod, great night. And as we talked about, Polanco with a great night. 2 homers against Tarek Skubal, and he's standing by with Tom Verducci.
Thanks, Matt. Jorge, you had Tarek Skubal for home runs twice, but each time you stayed off changeups before the swings. Tell me about your approach tonight, why it was so successful against Tarek Skubal.
I was just trying to get a good pitch to hit, trying to stay to the middle. We all know he likes to throw hard, and he has pretty good secondary pitches. But yeah, just a good approach, trying to stay to the middle and get a good pitch to hit.
What did you feel from this crowd tonight in the 8th inning? They've waited so long to see the Mariners win a postseason game at home.
What was that again?
What did you feel from the crowd here tonight?
Oh, a lot. A lot of energy from the crowd. We love it. We want you guys to keep supporting us and keep showing up.
The series is tied now, 1-1. You beat their ace, Game 3 in Detroit. How do you like your chances going into Detroit?
I like my chances, especially with the team we have. We never give up. We all fight together. We stay together in this, and we're going to get through it.
Congratulations, Jorge.
Thank you.
Back to you, Matt.
12-year veteran, ice water in his veins, all the cliches for a guy that doesn't panic in the big moment. He's not the guy that gets the attention on that lineup card, but man, was he big in this one today.
He was huge. By the way, how loud is it that he can't even hear Tom Verducci? But, we've been preaching for 2 days, I guess, but every October about thinking less is more, right? And we see so many helicopter swings with guys with 2 strikes, going down to 1 knee, out of control. These 2 swings, if you look at side, you would just think there would be base hits the other way. And look at the quiet body and just watch him just throw the hands. And that's all you need. Just balance, under control. Think about a 7-iron versus a driver. Look at this swing. Boom. The pitcher is taking all the energy. You don't have to provide it. All you got to do is think not how far you're hitting it, but how solid you're hitting it. And 2 for 2 with Polanco, thing of beauty.
I got to go back to what we talked about before, about the guys that take the pressure away from the rest of the lineup. Here's the thing. You have Kyle, you have Julio, performing, doing their thing. Nobody talk about Polanco. Polanco is a guy that he 26 homers during the regular season, 78 ribeye. And this is a guy that is hitting cleanup. You have to expect something from him. He's in the middle of the lineup. You cannot talk about this guy without. He's a silent of the lamb, obviously.
time.
You know, that's the one guy that nobody talk about, but he's gonna hurt you. 2 bombs against the A's. I mean, come on, guys.
I don't even know how you
It's like silent of the lamb.
It's like
It's late,
my
fellas. It's
3-year-old
late.
and
It's late.
2-year-old talking to each other
Oh, man.
in their own little language. But you know what? The thing is to piggyback on what you said. Every time you have a postseason series, there's always someone that sneaks up. Who were we talking about last year? Edmund with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Tommy Edman, yeah.
He sneaks up,
Yeah.
right? Unexpectedly, and has an unbelievable postseason and an unbelievable series. Yeah. Polanco.
Kike Hernandez.
People haven't been talking about Polanco
No,
coming
not at
into
all.
this series, and now look, he takes arguably the best pitcher in the game deep 2 times.
Twice. Clicked him twice, D-Train. Get inside that second home run for us, will you? Let's go back out.
These Hall of Fame hitters that the panel will agree, the process of elimination is key, especially when you're going up against one of the best arms in all of baseball. The one thing that I love about Polanco, he stayed in the center of the field with that first home run with that slider. So now the second time that he gets this at bat, you're going to see the process of elimination. He already knows he's going to beat the fastball, get the velocity up, get the timing up. See where he's coming from with the arm angle. All of a sudden, you're getting good passes. You're getting more confident. Takes a really good fastball. That tells me that he's locked in. This is the key to the bat, taking those straight changeups. That is the bread and butter of Scooble. And all of a sudden, he's back in the count and gets something over the plate. And as soon as he squares it up, 2-0 home team. So that's what you do when you go up against a big-time ace. You have to make him one-dimensional, and he did that not only once, but twice, but quality at bats, and that's why they're going 1-1 to Motown.